Yo! How's it going? Oh, I haven't done that in a while. Haven't forgotten to unmute myself. But it's gonna happen sooner or later. It's HEXEN time. Oh my god. I'm not joking when I say I don't vibe with HEXEN. But I've heard enough good things about this new episode to give it a go. Little bit of a tap, you know? Just gonna double check I got everything in working order here. Because I know there's a bit of comment going on in the YouTube side, but it's not showing up in my unified chat for some reason. Why? It's the whole point of having a unified chat. So I can read both feeds at the same time. What is going on? Don't tell me I'm gonna have to reconnect it. Partially connected? Oh no! It wants me to sign back in, son of a bitch. Let me just... Uh-huh. I hope that did it. Auto connect. Yeah. Should be good. Should be good. Can get a few hi hellos over on YouTube. How's everybody hanging? Just want to see if this chat feed's working. Hey, we got ya. We're reconnected. Thank you so much, Fulgrim. Secret, you played through both HEXEN and Death Kings with War Rooster and Arachnocide the other day. Your analysis, not particularly well. Death Kings is hard, though. Very hard. It is intended to be the big fat post-HEXEN fuck you episode. If I'm not mistaken. Whereas I have heard that this episode, Vestiges of Grandeur, is actually a good one to start with, because it does a better job of reminding you or teaching you, that is, the mechanics. Sorry, I'm just gonna stare at my feed for a second, because I keep catching flashes and I'm not sure whether the background's blinking out. It is a little bit. There's a little bit of blinking happening on my side. I hope it's not affecting you guys too much. It might be because of all the widgets I've got going. But hey, as long as it's stable, I'll be fine with it. Anyway, less waffle, more game. Heretic and HEXEN, let's get it launched. Go-Pilot's Death Kings ends terribly. And it has an extremely fuck you level where you have no idea to progress, just feels random. That just feels like HEXEN in general to me. Tiger Lily, thank you so much for the sub there. I'm hoping it's gonna pop up on the screen at some point. It was working perfectly fine earlier. Not to mention, I had a few... I don't know if these were subscriptions kicking in before I went live, but Darth Pixaris, Ixathil, and Repod had a bunch pop up on my feed for some reason. I don't know if that had just been put through, whether the bot missed it, I don't know. But thank you all the same. Cyber, you still kicking? Hope I'm doing better. Well, I've had food, I've had caffeine, so, you know. My brain is a little bit more fueled than it would have been earlier this morning. Heretic and HEXEN Proton VPN. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's an exclusive expansion.
My brain is injured.
Exclusive to this here channel. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm partnered with Proton VPN. If you're in the market, fast, secure, private VPN that gets around region-based bullshit, I recommend Proton VPN. Use the QR code. Use the link below, wherever you see it. I've tried to put the link as many places as I can. Currently a 56% off deal on 2 years worth of VPN. Averages about £3.59 a month, or whatever your regional average is. Equivalent. And I honestly recommend it. And if you don't feel like shelling out, you can get, like, one device covered for free. So you got nothing to lose. But you can deprive governments and corporations of your data. Win-win. Does Proton VPN really make you die if you're immortal? No, because I'm still alive. That is scuttlebutt by big data. Lackey Grit, you saw with the new update to Hexen, you can swap between the 3 classes at any time. Yes, that's something that I thought was really interesting about this. It allows you to hot swap your classes. Something I'm also really looking forward to. The Cleric class now has a parry. We're Dark Souls now, people. We Dark Souls. Gad, you want to hear the continuation of the Soup Saga? The Poop Soup Saga? The Poop Soup Saga is concluded, I'm afraid. The solution was found. The Poop Soup was defeated. I'll try and put together a clip. I've been thinking about doing this. I'll try and put together a clip for the Clips channel. The evil has been defeated. I'm trying to read your message here. Bumu Bubaka Buggy. But I needed to get your username straight in my head first. You always liked the Cleric most, just thought they looked cool and have a personal love for maces. Fun fact, maybe weaker than the Warrior's full punch combo. I'm gonna start with Fighter though, because I want to be buff. Skill level, however, I've always been a little iffy on. Hey, what's this option? Gameplay modifiers? Backspace? Tab? Oh! You can just turn off monsters completely? What the heck? Fast monsters, enhanced levels, improved navigation, waypoint markers, yes please. Slightly less obscure puzzles. Does that work for the original episodes as well? Enhanced enemy behavior. Enhanced items, enhanced weapons. So if you don't fancy Cleric, Mason, Shield, Rebalanced Mage, weapons, you can disable all that. Very good to know. Good to know. We need more switches. I'm sure we'll have plenty. There's a Clips channel? Yeah, Mysterica Clips. I haven't uploaded on it for a while. It's mostly, I just wanted to collate a lot of the skeleton stream stuff for a bit. Oh yeah, Mr. Ika Clips. My love for you is like a truck. Berserker. Non-employee. The plot of this new episode reminds you of a couple of other games. It still makes no sense. Well, I guess I'm good then. What have you missed, Omega Sonic? Nothing! Other than Proton VPN. You should get it. It's fantastic. You can pretend you're in Denmark and look at boobs. Anyway, I'm gonna put that away. Just for a little bit. Was it always just the right hand? I keep thinking it was like a bang, bang, bang. But do you have to be actually punching an enemy for that to work? If I was a warrior, I'd use both fists. Oh well. This is gonna go well. Good start! Good start! Now, some people were a bit surprised that I was using the big fat HUD last time. Would people like me to keep the big fat HUD, or just have me move my big fat head? I'll try and move my big fat head a little bit, just so you can see how much health I've got left. That should do it. I like the big fat HUD. I like the Heretic HUD. I like the HEXEN HUD. How's my Friday going, Ben? All good, my friend. All good. The other half got it. When she's back, you're gonna play together? Awesome. Now, I will freely admit, back in the day, I was impressed by the fact that you could smash through glass. Cool as all heck. Now, is it still Q? It is. I always recall that HEXEN's item usage is a lot more essential. Ah, you do get the right, left. Oh, no, you don't. It's just still the one fist. Exclusive fisting it is. Need the rusted key. Hey! It shows up on the map! It only took us how many years to get that innovation? Like the Doom HUD, it's not as good, but you do get the Doom guy face. I mean, the Doom guy face is iconic. Oh, man. I was thinking these are the ones that can shoot. Ah! Jeez. Are you allowed to jump in, HEXEN? I mean, I literally just did. I might have to dial down the difficulty, though. I picked Berserker. I think it's gonna end very badly for me. I think I'm hearing infighting. It should be fine. Yep. Necessary. The centaurs, I've always friggin' hated centaurs. Because of the shield. They just suck. Also, I'm trying to remember, can they reflect? Galaxia HEXEN's a jumpy... It's a jumpy one. It's a jumpy pal. Thank you for letting me know. How you doing, Galaxia, by the way? Hope you're keeping well. Ooh. Blasts away nearby objects with great force. I'm gonna need that, considering how many enemies there appear to be in relatively small confines. Get away from me! Personal space. I'll be real. I might take that level from one difficulty down. I want to have my best shot at an enjoyable time. Non-employee, late response. Enhanced levels do change OG HEXEN and Heretic. For Heretic, it's more make them look more natural. Later enemies, earlier levels. Alright. And let's do a fresh one, but from Warrior. Listen, you loved these games back in the day, still love them now. But then there's HEXEN 2. It always looked great. I remember, I think I was reading PC Gamer magazine, and it had a preview of HEXEN 2. And I was like, you know what? That looks freaking fantastic. It looks like Quake. But with, you know, more fantasy stuff. HEXEN, but 3D. Wasn't it just straight up running on the Quake engine? Or was it running on its own proprietary thing? Because I know the HEXEN engine's a little different. Does a few things that make it stand out a bit. But HEXEN 2 is Quake engine. Yeah, this is already feeling demonstrably breezier than the other difficulty. Hard difficulty is... Now wait for it. Hard! What? Good, they waited for me to stop drinking. There you go. Once again, big ups Andrew Hulshult for the soundtrack. It's sounding glorious. You'd lose your mind having to punch all the time. Ah, don't worry. You'll get weapons at some point. You can also use items. The warrior basically gets grenades. And these do work a little different depending on the class. So as we run through this, because classes are swappable during the run, I will try them out. I'll try them out. But I guess having to move up from, you know, straight up fisting your enemies, yeah, you get a much greater sense of progression. Like, finally, something with slightly more range. And slightly more swing to it. Get in there. Oh, oh. I keep hitting middle mouse button because that's where I traditionally bind my use item. It's a little different. Little different. Alright, first switch. First switch of the level. Are we keeping track? I'm gonna see how many switches there are in a single opening level. Ah. Ah, good. Bring it. Or at least get close enough for me to throw my grenades at you. Yeah, having to close the range, I've never enjoyed. So, what I'm wondering here, with the way, like, the enemies, sorry, the classes can be swapped out, is that something you can just straight up do with a button press? Is that like a hotkey? It's like an in-world thing. Ah! Two. Three. Four. Four switches. Did it display heretic weapons in the keybinds? Probably. I wasn't really looking for the weapon keybinds. Ooh, we got a key. And a place to put it. Should also give me access to this. Sweet. Oh, finally, a centaur shows up. Got him! Galician, is it just you as the stream occasionally dropping connection? Feel free to chime in if the stream is hitching in any way. It helps me try and fix things if you let me know. If it's just Galician. Because I'm not getting any dropped frames on my side. I'm just wondering what a good usage for the sonic boots would be. You assumed it was your connection? May still be your connection? It's weird that the stream's dropping frames like that. All I can recommend is refresh the stream. See if that fixes your troubles. The only thing that I could say it might be on my front is the fact that it is an extremely hot day. And my PC works on a wireless connection, so, yeah. But yeah, I'm not noticing anything on my side, so unfortunately, something might be happening between the YouTube's bitrate being derpy. Is it happening on Twitch as well? Twitch and YouTube? That's annoying. Trying to think, do I have anything that I shouldn't have open? Just disabling a few things. See if that, cleans anything up. Finally, some mana and an axe! They were really making me wait for that first decent weapon. Got a green key up top. Now, if I recall correctly, you can still hit enemies with the axe when you're out of mana. It just does drastically less damage. The age of fisting has come to an end. R.I.P. Ganache, stream is smooth for you? Okay, okay. I say, all I can go by is what people tell me. So I'm hoping it stays smooth from here on out. I said this in the Heretic stream, but I always found it weird how distinctly untanky those derpy dragons are. Dragon skin braces. Boosts armor by up to 4. Oh, I can get across there. Okay. So really, what I'm looking for with the levels here, I'm hoping that they're just more coherent. You know, if I do end up in a hub, for example, which is kind of the bread and butter of the way HEXEN operates, that there's at least less friction when it comes to where I go, what I do, what I've done. You know, all that vital stuff. How many switches is this? Oh shit! There's like 7 switches now. Oh, hammer! Nice. Nice. I do want to go back and bonk a few more enemies over the head, though. I know I left them alive. Well, that's the door I need anyway. Hey, ranged, baby! Sweet. So how many weapons is it per class? Is it like 3 or 4? The hammer doesn't use mana if you boop them with it. Good to know. Good to know. Just for the throne. The hammer this early. You gotta remember, this is gonna allow me to swap between all classes. So that's why you may be seeing early weapon acquisition at this point. I'm gonna have a much greater outlay of weaponry than I normally would if I was just sticking to one class. No, 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 I want to throw my flechettes. There we go. Fighter's got Punchy McPunch, Axe, Hammer, and Sword. So yeah, it's about 4, isn't it? Two shots. Like they're made out of paper. That's kind of reliable. Oh, that's nice. I forgot about that. Decoration destruction. So what I'm trying to figure out right now is whether or not the damage values on these weapons are consistent or slightly random like they are in Doom. You know, sometimes you'll hit an enemy so many times and you expect them to go down in, say, like 3 blasts of something or another, and then it takes a 4th. Slight RNG of damage values. Can't recall if it works the same way in HEXEN. Nearly said Heretic. It probably works the same way in Heretic, but I can't guarantee it works the same way in HEXEN. What are my thoughts on the genre of hexcore music? Is that not what I'm just listening to right now? No, what I want to ask about, what exactly is dungeon synths? Because I'm never sure what constitutes dungeon synths. I'm sure I've heard dungeon synths. But I can never drill down onto what exactly it's supposed to be. That was like 8th switch. I'm still trying to keep track. That was like switch number 8. Oh! Can we transition back? No, no. So it's a linear path from that one to this one. I still feel like 8 switches in the run of a level is a lot. It still has RNG, but the only thing tweaked is likely the severity of it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Is this cross-platform, Ben? In what way do you mean? Like, you're gonna be able to play it co-op or something? Or is it also available on, I guess, you know, the Switch? There we go. I'm feeling very purposeful with this music. I don't know what my mission is. All I know is that I must kill. What is my max on the flechettes? I got like 16. 14. 10. Oh shit, was that me? Where are my quartz flasks? Shit, I've picked up a lot of stuff. I don't even remember picking that up, the porculator. When did I pick up the porculator? I like how they felt they needed something more unique from the morph ovum in HEXEN, in Heretic, rather. Yeah, we've already done chickens. We've already done transforming enemies into chickens. Now we need to turn them into piggies. I think it's 20 or 25 with the cap on the flechettes. Good to know. Good to know. Doom Noob, you saw the DF Retro review? Seems good changes all around. Nice. You know what? You know what? Get porked. Get porked. Can they still attack? Yes. Become bacon. I was gonna give him leeway on cuteness, but no. No, they're trying to bite my ankles, goddammit. Cannot stand for this bullshit. Ah! I'm still not used to the navigation for the items in this. I should bind it to my own preference. But like one of my scroll buttons is broken. The one that I typically use to you know, go like left and right through my inventory in these games. So I can only go like one direction. Alright, what have I got? Banishment device. Coiled chalice. A mysterious artifact. Fine, keep your secrets. Is that the gauntlet of the necromancer icon? It might be the same icon, but it's not the same weapon. It's just straight up fisting. Now, this place is starting to look a little bit more hub-like. I'm seeing those extra doorways. This is where the real fun begins. Oh! I think we got our first class swap tome. Alright, so the first chalice has been placed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 of 5 chalices. Chalice-eye. Chalices. And here's the big change. You can now swap classes at these particular posts. So shall we play a little bit of cleric? Shall we work through? Shall we work through each? Oh, I just got an error on my YouTube side of things. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 or less seconds. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. That has not happened before today. Poor stream health. What the actual heck? Keyframes. 4 seconds or less. I've got 0. It's a 0. I don't know what to tell you, YouTube. My keyframe interval is set at automatic 0. You know what I might do? I might stop the recording side of things. Because what I usually do with these streams is I record them as I stream them, so I can get higher quality footage afterwards if I need it. I don't often need it, but I'll turn it off for the sake of the stream health. See if that works. Doom Noob, which pickups are the health potions in this? You notice I've got 100 health instead of getting overcharged when I pick things up. The health potions are the blue long vials. Not employee, you gotta leave, you've been awake all night. You dumb tired. Have a good rest, man. You know what, if it helps, I'll set my keyframe interval, as someone has suggested, to 2. I say, let me know if anything changes. Right, we're now cleric. We got a shield. That's this version exclusive. Mace by default. Ooh, was one of the doors opened, has it? This is why I'm glad for the auto map markers. So yeah, crystal vials heal for 10, quartz heal for 25, but that's, yeah, inventory item only. So that's those. And then I've got the mystic urn, which is 100%. But you gotta go through inventory. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that, this water may be hazardous to my health. No, it's just stanky. Hello. What? I didn't say what! I said stanky. In what fucking world does that resemble the word what? You know, I try to bait this voice recognition thing after it, you know, misunderstands me. I give it a freebie. Does it take it? No. Right, let's see. Harry! Oh shit. Best heal. No. No! Whatever I'm trying to do with the dragon ain't working. Can I reflect with the shield? I can! Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what would make HEXEN better? Operator Vanta, you know what? A 12 gauge shotgun would improve HEXEN somewhat. Oh, yeah. It's different. It's different for the class, isn't it? So it's gas mines, if you're playing as cleric. I was expecting them to work the same as the fighter, and then I got gazumped. So you can set up bottlenecks. You know what? Screw these dragons. Doom TDA was probably the inspiration for the shield. In this. I saw a title of a video somewhere that Doom the Dark Ages is just Hexen with extra steps. I'm like... Yes and no. I mean, firstly, I generally like Doom the Dark Ages. Oh shit, that's a mushroom. Got poison mushrooms. Those. You can pop them by accident. If you walk over them, does it do it? No. Damien, you wish the warrior could dual-wield axe and hammer? Oh man, that would be good. That'd be a heck of a power-up, right? Maybe if we get Hexen 3. Just maybe. Alright. The chalice is through that way. The way I came in is through that way. Follow the river, I guess? Less of that. No grab ass in the swamps. Wait, is that a death pit? Fellas, it's not a good time. Oh, damn it. It's crowded in here. You know what? Gas them. War crimes. It's the only way. Seriously. The density of enemies on this difficulty is intimidating to me. I should have stuck with the fighter! I got no supplementary weapons for this guy. But they gave me the class swap choice and I took it and now I'm kinda screwed. I'm hoping I can fight my way out. Whew. Would Hexen 3 be pixels or polygon based? I'd say polys. I wouldn't mind polys. David Bronk, you love the Quake series, but your favorite's still Quake 1. Understandable. Rest of the series has nothing to do with it. Quake 1 at 4 AM in the dark. Well, you might be interested in an upcoming episode that's coming out. Same guys that had a hand in Call of the Machine for Quake 2, which is a great episode. And it folds in a few Quake 1 things towards the end. They're doing a new one called Call of the Void that basically merges Quake 2 and Quake. It's looking good. I think it comes out in September. But feel free to check it out. There's a page on ModDB. It looks great. And I may have preview access. You didn't hear it from me. I mean, you did. Will I put a video out on it? I'd like to. From what I can tell, I am A-okay doing a preview. There are certain things that they'd like me to leave as surprises. And I'm more than happy to do that and give people a preview of it before it's released in September. So if people are up for that, I'll try and work on a preview video for Call of the Void. Big thanks to the team working on it, though. They got in touch with me this week and they were like, "Hey, would you like to have access to it? It's not out till September, but we've got a version you can play right now." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a Quake 2 sicko. Gimme. I mean, I love Quake. I love OG Quake as well. But I'm in that blessed position where I love Quake, I love Quake 2. They both give me tremendous amounts of joy in their own particular ways. You know, in the single-player campaign realm of things, obviously. Feel like I'm gonna die in here. This must be how the centaur feels. You can just turtle. Try it! You can just turtle them. Now, I want to know, do these actually hurt? I shouldn't have done that, really. I got like 3 points of health when I tried that. I should have checked my health before I did that. I'd have to play Quake 4 to reaffirm my opinion on Quake 4. I feel like I like it for some of the things that it does. You know, stroggification for one. But there's just things about it that piss me off. Ow! Piss off. Alright, where's my fart gas? I don't have any. Oh. I was gonna crop dust them. Ooh. Nice. Nice bit of shortcuttage. So I got the Crater of Might, full mana, but it's not the chalice I'm looking for. It's encouraging, we're already map squinting. Feasible T, you just checked out the enemy roster for Call of the Void, and holy hell, are you sold? I know, right? It looks great. It looks great. But, I'm trying to... I'll probably have to ask them directly. But I'll ask whether it's going to get officially, like, bundled in, because Quake 2 has been doing a similar thing to, well, Quake. Actually, no, it hasn't, has it? It was that it doesn't have quite as many expansions as Quake, or like custom levels. You know, like how Doom and Doom 2 has those baked-in expansions and map packs. Like the re-release, the Bethesda re-releases. You should call them the Night Dive versions. But yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna do that for this Quake 2 edition. I'd like to see that. Because people are lazy, and, you know, I want as many people to be able to find this stuff as possible. And if it's baked into the actual in-game browser, in-game menus, then there'll be barely any friction at all to people just giving it a try and seeing if they enjoy it. Have I played Chalice of Glory by Team Boxer Chickens? No, I have not. Does not ring a bell. Come on. There we go. Oh, are we gonna have a shield off? No. Get wrecked. I dreamed of this moment. Being able to parry one of these douchebags. Or at least give them a taste of their own medicine. Do I have any? I do. Nice. As if wouldn't it be awesome if there was a Dark Forces mod that does things with the story? Like an Andor vibe? Ooh. I wouldn't mind some kind of sneaky espionage style Star Wars game. This is gonna sound very predictable, but you know what I'd really like to see? Basically Metal Gear Star Wars. But you could play it from either side. You could be like an Empire operative who thinks he's on the side of good, and then he has a crisis of conscience, or he's betrayed by his superiors. You know, midway through the mission. Could be fun. Could be fun. There we go. Well, I've got that chalice at the very least. That means I can get out of this podunk swamp town. Or not, because I just died! No! Guess who didn't save? Ow. Now this is what I remember. This is the feeling I remember. Losing shit tons of progress in HEXEN because I was too lost and engaged in the level to fucking remember to hit F6 or what have you. Mother of God, why? Alright, I'm doing speedrun strats now. Fuck this. No, fuck you. Fuck this level. Fuck all y'all. Fuck off. Goodbye. Now I shall save. Turns out it wasn't that much of a problem at all. Am I not scared of all the monsters? Here's the trick. If you run past all of them, there's not a problem. They can't hurt you if you run away. I do feel bad for people that get a little anal about completion. me not so much. Right, what door is open now? This one. Well, it ain't a swamp, so at least it's an improvement. Regularly playing old games makes you appreciate how autosaves became the standard after a while. Autosave is such a wonderful modern convenience. So ubiquitous, even. You know, good checkpointing, good autosaves. It's like, it's gotta be like a robust feature of games these days. But back in the day, when I were a wee lad, if you didn't have a memory card, you were fucked. Because you couldn't even save to begin with. At least on consoles, you know. I don't know why I threw them all over there. They're nowhere near it. Explode? There we go. Do they work like mines? Do they have to come in contact, or is there a timer on that? I don't know. But yeah, you had to make that just overwhelming bit of effort to move your finger away from the keys that were making the game happen to a completely different button to save your game. Remember when saves were passwords? You played Doom for the PlayStation lately? That's how it handled its saves. and that was a system that had a memory card. It just didn't utilize it at all. You just had to write down the save code. I don't think there was even an option to use the memory card for Doom PlayStation. Like, yeah, nah. That probably requires, space on the disk to, put the code in that takes advantage of the memory card. We don't need that! We don't need that. Doom 64 had the password system. A lot of N64 games had the password system. Like, the memory pack was, like, almost essential for a lot of stuff, though. I guess when you've got something where the capacity to save your progress in a game is, like, an optional, like, separate purchase, yeah, your password systems are appreciated. Oh, that's a shame. I want them to work like depth charges. Never mind. Never mind. Now, what I've got to remember is I don't have the shield. I don't have the shield with this fella. When in doubt, just flood the zone with explosives. And then remember to save. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you very much. Oh, kill an off-screen enemy with the flechette. Fantastic. Not that I can see shit anyway. This graveyard is dark. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. This is actually kind of difficult to tell where the enemies are. The silhouettes of the gravestones is making it pretty tough. That and the guys on skewers. At least with the big HUD, the difference between how bright the game could be and how bright the game is in this area is very easy to read. I've got a torch in my inventory. Yes, but I'm saving it for a special occasion. You know what? I'll use it. I'll use it. Should be told I forgot. I'll come clean. I forgot. The special occasion was waiting for everyone to forget that I forgot. Anyway. This is essentially a type of fog. What with the darkness? Oh, I came all this way. And I don't have the hyper-specific axe key. Where is this? Resident Evil? All these custom key types? Which Resident Evil was it that had, like, the suites of a deck of playing cards? Was it Resident Evil 1? Or was that Resident Evil 2? You need, like, the diamond key. You need the spade key. Resident Evil 2. Gosh darn it, my hammer's out of mana. This good old Stormbreaker here is still fully charged. Right. I wonder if anyone thought about doing like a Thor total conversion with HEXEN. You wouldn't even need to do a total conversion. It'd just be a standard mod. You already got the axe, you already got the hammer. Alright. Where be my chalice at? So I can't get through there. I feel like this is how it typically goes with my experience of HEXEN in general. I spend a significant amount of time beating the shit out of enemies. And once I've done beating the shit out of enemies, I kind of forget what direction I've been going. So I am beyond grateful that there are specific icons on the goddamn map. It seems like such a small quality of life change, but it is huge. Huge for this. Segment of Wraithverge. Not going to elaborate. Okay. Cheers. Is that someone's alt? I recall that being a thing. That hog thinking about the Star Wars MGS thing from earlier? An ISB agent like Callus would be a great protagonist for something like that. I think the idea's got legs. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically come at most things from a perspective of I really miss playing Metal Gear Solid games, so I'd like more games to do Metal Gear Solid, but in the setting. Pretty please. But I feel like Star Wars is right for it. I don't think it's done that yet. I think it would be cool. I think it would work. And you could have fun with all of, like, the usual Star Wars gadgetry. Alright. I've missed something. But at least I got this sick beat. I can't get up there just yet. If I go through here... Ah, this big old place I've not dealt with yet. This may be the key! To the key. more shards. Need the horn key, god damn it! It's like I'm playing HEXEN or something. Just felt like I was whiffing my shots. As today, the closest thing that comes to mind, single-player campaign of Star Wars Battlefront 2. You play as an Imperial pilot. I've played a bit of that myself. I wanted to play more of it, but, I cancelled my Game Pass, so, yeah. Kinda stuck. Kinda stuck! Heck, I can't even play Battlefield 6. Because of that stupid secure boot requirement. And was it like Windows? You need to be on Windows 11 or some shit? Fuck that. You take your AI-infested OS and shove it up your ass, Microsoft. And fuck you for making me want to install it, EA. Yo. No, not auto map. I wanna press Q for the healing. Where's my gas? Get out of here. So, right, I'm starting to get worried because I've got these chalices, right? Oh shit, I just used the boots of speed. I didn't mean to use the boots of speed. So I got all these chalices, right? I got the chalice for this level, but then there's the keys within the level as well that I'm probably gonna have to come back to. I mean, as long as it's not too, you know, cross-hub annoying, like the original, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Forge of Spheres, you've never trusted Windows 11, you'll stay on 10 for as long as you can in the meantime. Have you seen what they've done with the refresh for like, I'm not sure if it's like Windows 11, but they've changed the Windows symbol to just be the fucking Copilot thing. You know, the AI Copilot symbol is now the Windows symbol. And I'm not sure if it's like the chief technology officer or something at Microsoft, like, yeah, the future's gonna be voice activated only. We're never gonna use keyboard and mouse again. Fella, do you know how we've been using PCs for the last several decades? A lot of it is still heavily dependent on being able to, like, actually interact with the PC with physical peripherals. Also, all of the video games. All of the coding. You know, voice recognition ain't that great. For example, you know, the amount of times I say what and it doesn't work. PC and you triggered! I didn't even say anything. Maybe it's just on a delay. I know it's not the same as an LLM, large language model. It's not equivalent, like voice recognition and an LLM, but this is all I have to say on the matter. Let me have my crusty old keyboard with the friggin' the feet have broken because the plastic is snapped, and I'm propping it up with a triple coaxial cable adapter from a 20-year-old television. And the other one snapped as well, so I'm propping the keyboard up with like one of my old like microphone stand screws. And it's just fell down again. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. No, we're fine. We're fine. Remember when Microsoft said Kinect was the future of computer interfacing? It's the same. It is the same. It is literally the same. I hope it crashes and burns. The one thing that was really pissing me off lately is, was it the UK government was asking us to delete our photos on cloud storage so they can save water usage on data centers? Fuck off! I shall not elaborate on my response. Fuck off! You can have a hosepipe ban, sure, but a fucking precious memories ban? No! Go fuck yourselves! The world's getting more absurd, people. So much more absurd than we could ever possibly conceive. And I blame the tech bros. Those same motherfuckers that kept shilling NFTs and have gone awful quiet about them. This is definitely not a McDonald's. This is, I don't know what this is anymore. I think this is a cry for help, if I'm gonna be honest. It's a cry for help. It's not a McDonald's, I'm sorry. There's no Big Macs here. It's a cry for help. Is this the same UK government that said it was investing in AI? Yes, yes. Absolute shit show. I don't know. Actually, I know who's in charge, and I'm just baffled at how you could be so comprehensively out of touch with what the average the average UK citizen wants to see or wants to hear about. At one point, I was like, oh, thank God, we've at least got a government that feels competent. Well, that didn't last long! You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know what it was? You know why I did that? You know why I did that? It's because I didn't see the stairs because the textures were blending into the wall a little bit. His dad was a toolmaker. My father was a toolmaker. And I am the biggest tool he made. You got 60 seconds of ads, Silent Gaming? I'm sorry to hear that. Why don't you get Proton VPN? It's a fantastic solution to maintain your privacy and access content that would normally be region locked. I'm not sure what it can do about ads. Does it have an ad blocker? I'm sure it does have an ad blocker on there somewhere. I know it's got anti-mouse. It does have an ad blocker. Wouldn't you know it? It comes bundled with an ad blocker. I'm so glad I had that information to hand. Ah! I'm sensing a theme in this level. Ah! Dan, to be fair, the current government are less of a shit show. That is, yes, that is a tremendously low bar to clear. Step 1. Don't be shit. Or be less shit. It's not just platforming, people. It's platforming on a slippery surface. I remember HEXEN's ice physics very well. It's one of my least favorite things. Pretty sure I picked up like an ice spell at some point. No, that would have been for the mage. Padoi. Save. Why? It's not like I've had any problems.
The UK PM is so far detached from the UK citizens that he's really not the PM, but a puppet, I think.
Oh, we're going tinfoil hat now. Okay. Thank you for that, Space Marine. I like how the Space Marine sounds like he's just got a massive concussion every time he gets used. I don't know what they make ice cream out of, but it does not make me scream. Yeah, I don't think there's anything, like, truly nefarious going on when it comes to the people in charge, at least in the UK, because to imply that there's something greater going on would imply a degree of cleverness, and they're just not that clever. They're just not that fucking clever. That gives them far too much credit to imply that this is all part of some greater plan. It really isn't. It's just that people are greedy, and they're very, very easy to win over in terms of compromising the positions. Oh, it sure would be a shame if we took funding for this away, if you stopped voicing support for X or Y. I mean, it's bullshit all the way down. That's politics. The unfortunate and sad truth is that the people in charge are human beings, like you and me, and are susceptible to all of the same kind of things as you and me. You know, greed, incentives, you know. Oh, you want to give me an attractive package of money for opposing this particular position? Okay. Well, yes, I would like tickets to whoever the fuck is popular these days. Favors? What favors? And then there's the old phrase, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But yeah, unfortunately we just live in very interesting times. Like, annoyingly. It's not like they're interesting, it's just stupid. It's really fucking stupid. Stupidly interesting. People will, like, read the history of this era with, like, head-slapping fascination. If we get that far. Exithil, don't mention them pulling funds. They're already pulling funds from the trust that maintains the canals. Oh, the canals that had catastrophic breach at some point not too long ago, the ones that severely need
If you
investment.
thought the possibility of platforming with slippery ground and no ice cleats is a terrible prospect, now imagine a world where the only gaming console you own is a NIN fender swap, and you have to use LeGasp analog sticks to move.
Did you just unironically use LeGasp? In a sentence. The missile knows. The missile knows how to read like cringe. I keep forgetting I can jump. Mountain threw me a follow for the fuck Windows 11 take. Get on Bazite or something, or Fedora or Linux. I mean, I'm dragging Windows 10 out as long as I possibly can because I am unfortunately resigned to the fact that I'm gonna have to move everything over to, you know, something Linux-based at some point. Because I just don't fucking like Microsoft as far as I can throw them, and I can't throw them very far. Everyone that's in charge seem to be tech bro-coded bullshit merchants, and I hate everything they do. And everything they're trying to push. So it's just like, there needs to be a forcible change, but you gotta be the change that you want to see. You can't wait for it to happen, but I can at least drag the process out as long as I possibly can, until the thing has to happen. Because I got enough going on right now, without having to fucking tinker with Linux compatibility with everything I use right now. And I know it's a lot better than it used to be. Heck, I got a PC downstairs that's running on Bazite. I just wish I could go back to XP. Let's just all go back to Windows XP. Let's just keep updating Windows XP. Like, make it the forever Windows, like how Windows 10 was marketed as. Do you remember when they were trying to big up Windows 10? Like, yeah, this will be the final version of Windows. There will be no more Windows versions after this. This is gonna be the forever Windows, and then they went, oh wait, no, we got another number. We just found another number. I'm sorry. I know we skipped a number between 8 and 10, but that's because I hate myself and keep jumping to my death. And just Windows 8 was that bad. They wanted such a clean break from Windows 8 that they skipped a number and went straight to Windows 10. I will say Windows 7 was alright. Windows 7 was perfectly cromulent. But my god, what they were trying to do... I mean, the same thing that they were doing with Windows 8. It's with the saying, the future is now voice control everything. It's like, Windows 8 was the future is now tablet controls everything. Like, tablet OS for everything. I know there was a base Windows, like, UI underneath that, but you had to dig underneath that to get to the thing that you already knew how to use, and worked perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm sick of the change for the sake of change. We gotta disrupt the market. No, you don't have to disrupt the fucking market. The market's perfectly fucking fine. It works. We like things that work. Stop disrupting. It's fine. You're only disrupting because you want to make more money and want to justify reasons to do so. So you give us more shit that we don't need and say, sucks to be you. You can't use the old thing no more because there's no security updates. Fuck off! Sorry, I had to get that out of my system. I'm just so fucking fed up. So fucking fed up with the cycle. So goddamn fucking fed up with this level! I still hate HEXEN. I still hate HEXEN! I'm starting to think it's mostly the ice bits. I think it's the ice levels of HEXEN that really fucking piss me off. We made really great slippery physics. It makes everything harder to do. Thank you so much, Raven. Thank you so fucking much for that. I know you're an esteemed developer with Lineage, and you're now unfortunately stuck in the COD mines, but I'm sick of everyone giving HEXEN the sloppy toppy. It's not that good, Chief. It's not that great. It did some things that were interesting and great at the time, but, you know, when HEXEN was released, everything was moving on. Big things were a-changin'. Big things had already a-changed. Is this an official expansion? This is bundled with the Heretic and HEXEN Night Dive release as standard. So, if you wanna, you can. as I mentioned earlier, it has been heavily suggested that if you want to get into Hexen, this is a better way to start than by starting the actual main Hexen run of levels. Because this does a better job of introducing the classes, the quirks of the level design, of which there is much quirk. Very backtrack, wow. And then there's the way the armor works. It's always fucking baffled me. It's armor class. You don't get like a percentage. You get like an armor. It's an armor digit. You get an armor digit. VTuber Financier, thank you very much for the, I want to say you just donated 5 penis. What do I think of the limitations of the community mods in this? Is this the same as loading a WOD in Zandronum? What I'm playing right now? No, because it's running through custom... It's running through HEXEN, if I'm not mistaken, which does something arcane between the original game and what they've got now. I really need to look into HEXEN and how Night Dive does these remasters. But same as loading this in Zandronum, nah. Definitely a different feel. There'd be definitely a different feel to it. I mean, heck, there's already a demonstrably different feel between, like, playing Doom, like, through, you know, Chocolate Doom and GZ Doom. Even more pronounced if you're playing, you know, Doom on, like, DOSBox through the EXE. Fuck! But GZ Doom's getting multiplayer support. When release? Wanna test it out. Wanna test it out with Russian Overkill. When? Nash, are you watching? When's it out? Someone poke Graph. Someone poke Graph and tell him to disable texture filtering as default because it sucks shit. I don't care if you like it, Graph. Sorry, I'm going like on an all points rant bullet in right now. GZ Doom looks like Vaseline. By default, it does. You can turn it off, and I always heavily recommend you do. Crunchiness trumps blurriness. I'd rather it be crunchy. Much rather it be crunchy than blurry. Ah, there we go. That's why I fell into the death pit. Pardon me. What are the name of those flying, like, mage dudes in this? I've always found them like a cool enemy type. VTuber, in the main menu, at least in Heretic, there's an option called mods where you can check the current community mods uploaded on the workshop. Oh, I think I'm understanding what you mean. So the limitations of the community mods are in this. That's actually a very good question, yeah. Again, it depends how close the architecture of the mods are to whatever the Kex engine is doing compatibility-wise. But when you look at, like, Doom and Doom 2, and the compatibility that they have with a fair majority of things, I don't know. I'd personally think that if something is like source port specific, it's not gonna work. Because, yeah, those Andronum quirks, the GZ, assuredly the GZ Doom quirks, aren't gonna be something that is supported in this. So yeah, I'd err on the side of, yeah, of that. But again, thank you for super chatting that. I feel bad that you felt compelled to throw money at me for that question, but because I'm not an authority. All I can give you is like a half-educated guess. But I could bother a few contacts on that question at some point. See what they think. All right. So, hold the phone. The chalice is reading as being over there somewhere. Uh-huh. I'm not sure. Doom Noob, likewise, the Night Dive Blood supports classic mods, but not modern source port stuff, yeah. Doom Noob, Doom 1-2 supports boom style mods and levels as well as dehacked. But beyond that, yeah. The flying enemy is the Dark Bishop. Yes, sorry, I did catch that earlier. I was just stuck on a different train of thought. Thank you for mentioning that. But yeah, I kind of like the design of the Dark Bishops. I just think they're neat. Also, they're called Dark Bishops. It's kind of cool. All right. Have I got the key? That's the wrong door. Silver key. What? 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 It finally worked twice. It's a turn up for the books. Okay. Let me just try and get my head straight here. So I think so far, what I could say is all of the things that annoy me about HEXEN are still there, but... Oh, damn it! Stop it! I said but, not what. There's enough little quality of life things that are, smoothing it over. I accidentally used my my Porkinator. You know what? Yeah, this is much better. This is much better. I'd rather use that. Oh no, it's bound two different ways. No, I didn't want that. Right, so it doesn't seem to recognize that I've got a really weird configuration on my mouse. I don't know how many of you have a Logitech G502. What is it? Is it a G502? Yeah, it's a G502. It's a great mouse. And one of my favorite things about it is that the scroll wheel has additional inputs beyond scroll up, scroll down, and click. If you, like, waggle the wheel to the left or the right, that also counts as a button. But some games don't understand that. And this seems to be one of them, where it recognizes the input as the scroll as well as the button press. So, like, previous weapon is now... It still thinks it's scroll wheel. So if I do inventory... Yeah, it still thinks it's scroll wheel. Oh no, I want to clear it. I want to clear it. Stop it. Stop being weird. How do I clear it? Backspace. That's what I pressed! Or is it tab? At least I can use middle mouse with the U's. That's fine. So, it's C and V. That's not a natural mouse finger position for me. X and Z. Oh, it's for fly up and fly down. That's why it's like that. I might have to just live with it. David, G502 is excellent, but you need a vertical mouse for your arm these days. I'd love to, because this is old. This is an old model G502 at this point. I would like to get a wireless one, but I feel like peripherals are just way overpriced. Keep accidentally using my stuff. Yeah, I think peripherals are way overpriced for what they are. Oh, so it was there. And, you know, I'd rather not have to spend, what, you know, 50, 60 quid on a replacement for this thing. Even more if it's wireless. I mean, 50 to 60 quid is the price for, wired. I should be able to write a new mouse off for taxes. I mean, yeah, but I still gotta pay for it. Yeah, let's do some mage. Let's do some mage. I'm getting tangled in my cable. Also, I'm just gonna take a quick nature break. Be right back. Yo, we be back. So, on the subject of wireless, lag might be a problem. Cutouts, battery, yeah, rechargeability. I think I'm just I think I want the utopian ideal of not having to deal with wires. I think that's what I'm after. I want the utopian ideal of not having to deal with as many wires. I know full well that I'm still taking up a USB port with the receivers. But, you know, at least I don't have the snaking across my desk. And if I had enough money, you know, I'd be able to get one of those rechargeable pads. The power play pads, or whatever they're called. I said in a previous stream, I wouldn't tell anyone if I won the lottery, but there would be signs. That would probably be one of them. USB port with the receivers, all Bluetooth. Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, Bluetooth is an option as well. The wireless receiver that I've got for my desktop also doubles as a Bluetooth receiver, and it works pretty damn well. So that could be an option. That could indeed be an option. What do you reckon the theming is gonna be? Steel pipe? Yeah, steel pipe theming, yeah. This is fun. It's just a lava. It's just a little lava. He's still good. Yeah, whenever I played HEXEN back in the day, I used to play mage. Just because, you know, power! Unlimited power! Silence Gaming Corner, what's Tangia? It's a third-party thing that allows people on stream to annoy me in real time with animations, overlays, text-to-speech. All of that business. Need the cave key. Need that cave key! How many different keys am I keeping track of now? Doom Newbie realize something? I'm drunk. What gave that away? How did you... Who told him I'm drinking beer? Was it the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4th that gave that away? Rude! I want you to know I'm building a custom wizard staff here that I will use to hit you over the head with if you continue these shenanigans. How big are those cans? Ah, they're only 330s. They're only 330s, but I haven't really drank all that much this week, so it's gonna be hitting me a lot more than usual. Yeah, the Sacred Staff of Asahi is gonna kick your ass if you keep up these shenanigans. I don't know why I'm surprised. I set up Tangia. I set up Tangia myself. I should know full well what I've unleashed. But no. I'm a set and forget kind of guy. Mother! This is a threat. This is a threat. Is it sadistic to say that I enjoy the pain noises? It's just because I've got like such a visceral hatred for these enemy types. To know that I'm inflicting pain on them, it fills me with a small bit of joy. Just a little. Just a little. I mean, you can say it sounds like a dog whining, but I'd hate to hear a dog in pain. But attached to these fuckers, it takes on a different quality. Made it! First try! Get lightninged. Unlimited power! Yeah. Wait, the serpent staff for this? Who gets the serpent staff? Is it the cleric? Ugh. Noob, considering how sadistic Hexen is as a game, then it's a human response to an inhuman Raven software joint. Listen, I'll sing the praises of Raven all day long, man, but at least I'm consistent. At least I can say that Hexen isn't my speed, isn't my tempo. For the most part. That recess is giving me PTSD! That fucking recess is the bane of my existence in base Hexen. So, most of my unpleasant memories of playing Hexen are tied directly to this texture set. Like the Iron Realm or whatever the fuck. I don't know why. This is always the point. The fire key, all that shit, is where it goes wrong for me. The fuck? I mean, that's awesome, but what the fuck? Oh, don't tell me this implies... It's not flooding with lava, is it? Serpent staff is clerics, yeah. I do have like this sense of dread where I'm like, collecting the chalices is not really the objective, because all the collection of the chalices does is open up all of the ancillary hub levels. What you're gonna have to do, what the real Hexen is collecting all of the fucking keys and having to remember which of the side levels takes that particular fucking key. But at least the theming is strong enough between each of these levels that I can maybe draw some kind of, yeah, comparison between them. Ugh. Meatloaf, does this have the bug regarding the floor spikes that Russian Hexen did? I'm not familiar with that bug. Uh-huh. The beacon's lit, but I'm not sure Grandeur is calling for aid. You know what? I'll take that as a hint. So I had the ice, I also had iron, I guess. So yeah, the real Hexen starts here. Yeah, I do like that they can't reflect the rounds off of this one because they pierce. That is good. Where was Grandeur when the Westfold fell? I always skip forward to the last ride of the Rohan. I fucking love that scene. Right now! Right now! Or is it right to ruin and the world's ending? It's such a fucking good pre-battle judge speech. Love it! Dan, you're in danger of making me watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. Death! Before Christmas! One of my favorite things in Two Towers as well is when Saruman's spell is broken over Theoden, and he transitions from that gray, senile, mind-controlled version of himself back to his vital Bill Bailey version of himself. I'm sorry, Amazon, you're not gonna make anything better than the OG Lord of the Rings trilogy. You're just not. It's a skill issue. It's literally a skill issue. It's such a skill issue that Peter Jackson couldn't even make anything better than the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, because the conditions were just right. Just right. And they won't ever be replicated ever again. They had such ridiculous leeway with the Lord of the Rings trilogy in terms of pre-production. Unbelievable. Theatrical or extended? Why not both? Why not both? I like to alternate every now and again. If I need to, you know, get shit done, but I fancy a rewatch, I'll stick with theatrical. But if I really want to luxuriate, I'll go extended, because there's something nice about seeing Saruman fall off the top of that tower after getting stabbed in the back. Because then I get the anecdote. From Dracula about, well, I don't know why I'm waving the Nerf gun around while I'm thinking about this. It's because I'm trying to conjure the memories of the guy's name. Christopher Lee, that's the one. He made the noise he did about getting stabbed in the back because he was like, no, I know the sound that you make when you get, or someone gets stabbed in the back. You don't cry out in pain. It's like a gasp. It's like an airless gasp. Because wasn't Christopher Lee like in some form of like the Secret Service during World War II or something? Oh my god. The Hobbit series was saddening. It was a letdown from Jackson and Co. He only took the job because it was in development hell. And they asked him to. He looked so friggin' depressed, man, in the making of The Hobbit. There's a bit where he just asks them to clear the friggin' set, and he just sits there, and he's just like... And even more depressing, there's that bit in the behind the scenes where Ian McKellen, he's in Bilbo's house, and it's the dwarves, and they cut to the way they made it work. Instead of like the skewed perspective to make everyone look small and him look large, they just did green screen and motion control faces on sticks. And Ian McKellen, he just kind of has a breakdown because he's trying to act to faces on poles. Oh. And yeah, Peter Jackson was like full-on depressed on set of The Hobbit. And it's such a shame to see such talent wasted. I wouldn't say wasted. He's still a massive talent, but It is a misdirected talent. Christopher Lee spent World War II slitting up Nazis. Oh, yeah. Special Forces, Dan. He was Special Forces. Christopher Lee was a fucking badass, man. Through and through. I've got his biography. I need to reread it. It's called Lord of Misrule. I can never think of the title of that biography without hearing him say it. Punching a Nazi is never a crime. Hey, in the heyday, he didn't stop at punching. Man, I just need to mention that I am very tired. which I'm hoping will excuse the pacing of my ranting today. Daniel Barton, am I solely a beer guy? There's a lot of different types of beer. Though, during my stint in France, I quite enjoyed a wide range of wines. I got very, very drunk. Especially with Macvan. Holy shit. Boy, did I like the Macvan. I was a Kraken man for a while as well. I've not been on Kraken for a good long while. Largely because I felt like rum was an accelerant of maddening behavior. Not that ever spilled out beyond the streams, but I just felt that on the old Kraken and Coke, I was a lot more vocal, a lot more ranty. So I just decided to stick to beer. Tiger Lily, your dad's first reaction to trying Kraken was, fuck me, that's dangerous. You know what's funny? My dad really likes Kraken. He asked for some for his birthday present. So I sent him a gift set. Why the heck not, you know? I'm sure he knows what he's doing. This coming from someone who has done a few runs. But back when I had the ability to drive a car, I still have the ability to drive a car. But I was in the position where I was living with my parents, and my parents, relatively young by parents' standards, so they still enjoy, the going out on the lash every now and again thing. And I was on the inverse duty of, dads usually pick up the drunk children from nights out. The dad taxi service. At least here in the UK. It was inverted for a while for me, where I was the one picking up my dad and my mum from nights out. Not that this was like a frequent occurrence. It wasn't a problem or anything. It was just like an amusing kind of situation. And one night, man, my dad had clearly had far too much to drink, and he was literally like hanging off of a lamppost, a kebab in his other hand, like It's funny seeing your parents in that position, if it's not like a problem, obviously. But realizing your parents, don't want to have as much fun as you do. It makes you realize they're just people. Everyone just wants to have a nice time, Everyone just wants to get their kicks. Line of Perth, Mo Hexen, best Hexen? Debatable. My brain is all like, well, I best check the auto map. That'll give me a good idea of where to go. And then there's the fucking big X on the screen. Quality of life, baby! Quality of life! I just bombed myself. It's a different X. A different X marks the spot, does it? Do I have a different key now? What keys do I have? Have we entered the hub fuckery zone? Where do I go to check what fucking keys I have? I have the axe key, apparently. This is the problem I have with Hexen and its vast array of key types. There's no way you can look. There's no way you can goddamn look. For just a straight up outlay of what keys you have. Doom Noob, other Night Dive ports has 2 renderings of the map, so pure sectors or textured view. Does this game have that? No, it's just tab on and tab off. Wait, what? Ah! As much as I like the auto map editions, right, I think I understand now. So it's showing me the location of the axe key, but I've already got the silver key, which is what I found confusing. Because my brain was like, oh, that's the location of the axe key door. I must already have the axe key, which is not that, Chief. What does it do with the... Oh. There we go. There we go. Downey Barton, the new flavor of Jaffa cake is hot honey? Hot honey Jaffa cakes. Unfortunately, I don't have any Jaffa cakes in my pocket right now, so there's not much I can do about that. Please don't be a timer. Come on! Hey! Now I need to remember where the axe key is. Well, the axe key goes. Jason Snug, he was hoping I was going to play the new episode. Well, here I am. Gotta admit, it's a pretty good spell. Pretty good spell. I always worry that there's a chance they'll defrost, but it's not the case. Once they're frosted, they're dead. It just takes a while for them to go pop. How's the new episode? It's playable. I am a terrible person to ask that question to because I'm already biased against HEXEN. So the fact that I'm still playing it after 2 hours should be everything you need to know. It is definitely HEXEN. Everything that I hate about HEXEN is still here, but the things I hate the most are at least sanded down a little. Just... enough! I blame you, chat. Where was the save? Where was the save prompt? Where was the save prompt? You slacking! Is there an autosave setting? There's auto load on death. But I don't think autosave. Twitch command to let mods save my game when. That would be fantastic. That kind of Twitch integration is the kind of technology I can get behind. He has been doing the save things. Yeah, Zekri is very dependable on that front. I got no problems. It's the rest of you! No. Joking. Or am I? I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm gonna come out the end of this feeling significantly more favorable to HEXEN than I did before. I think I'm just going to agree to disagree with those who really vibe with Hexen. But, you know, there's one bit of petty little ammunition that I can bring to bear. Like, how dare you? You know, we're clearly better. You know, we like Hexen. We're clearly better people than you. Like, yeah, Phil Spencer. I saw him wearing that shirt. And what is Xbox Gaming Division currently doing, or has done? Yeah. How much over 9,000 job losses? Yeah. Ooh. No, I can't hold that on people. I can't hold that over people who like Hexen. I just like being petty sometimes. Don't we all be like being a little petty sometimes? And you say no. You fuck off. Oh, the auto-targeting. Just keeps happening, man. Just keeps happening. All these bookcases. Cyberpunk 2077 also has a 10 quick save rotation. I need to finish that game. Cyberpunk 2077 is like one of those enjoyable open world kind of games that I just don't want to finish. So I'm in this I'm in this weird limbo zone where I'm playing Phantom Liberty, and I'm dragging Phantom Liberty out as long as I possibly can. And I'm also, like, dragging out the main campaign as long as I possibly can. Because I don't want to get to the end of it, because there's just so much other stuff to do. After finishing Cyberpunk, you do think it's better to just not finish it? Oh, it's so good, man. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm really good. But I'm so happy that the game turned around the way it did. Because, man, it's easy to forget how bad the launch was for Cyberpunk. It was a real bad launch. Let me out! How many of you gits are in here? Shut off. I'm hoping that's the last of them. The noises are throwing me off. Dungeon. I need the dungeon key. After having acquired the wacky sippy straw key. Oh, it's just all shortcuts now. Okay. So, For any of you that never had the misfortune of experiencing HEXEN back in its heyday, imagine doing everything that I'm currently doing. So, going through all these hub levels, collecting all of the chalices that then open up these hub levels, and then having to revisit these levels for the keys that go in other different levels. Imagine all of this without these markers. And that's the OG HEXEN experience. Gotta break out the notebook. It's not even that, it's like straight memorization. I mean, jeez. And yes, I have just realized that the way you see all of the keys that you currently have is by opening the auto map. But yeah, I now see him. I now see him. Oh yeah, this is the level this is the level I died in. And then speed ran, so all enemies are still alive. Because I was sick of fighting all of the enemies, so I just did I did a straight up speed run. And now I have to come back and murder everything by hand, as is written. At least I got a mage. I feel like the power of the mage is pretty OP. Oh, my weapon switching only works on the forward scroll. Fine. Fine. Oh, I need the gears. You see how half-lidded my eyes are right now? It's more than just the booze. Sort of. I've completed 1/10 of the puzzle. At least it's not insulting me with that friggin' text prompt. That used to drive me so goddamn insane. I'm not kidding. The amount of times I would just straight yell, "But what does that even mean?" while playing HEXEN. It was just ridiculous. I feel like Mage was a good choice. Heck? Fulgrim caught you crazy, but the 7 portal should have been a late game hub. What, an OG Hexen? Instead of the first literal thing you come across? Yeah, I agree! Ideally, it should be like an escalation. You start off with like maybe 3 hubs. 3 levels even spinning off from a hub. Max. Then you start adding them as you get to successive hubs. That's not what HEXEN did! You don't know the other hubs still got some bad entries? Oh, I mean, it's not about the fact of one hub being better than the other. I think it's more that it started the way it did. Come on. Doctor, you hear I'm streaming HEXEN. What are my thoughts on this? I hate HEXEN. I hate the way it's structured. I just hate the flow of HEXEN. The flow of HEXEN pisses me off. I mean, I'll freely admit, this is a hell of my own design, okay? What I'm going through right now is entirely a hell of my own design. Because what I did when I first ran through this section of level was I went, fuck that, I've died right at the end and I didn't save. So I decided to speedrun the thing. And you know what's happened? I did the exact same thing again. And I want to do the same thing I did last time. And there's also the swamp monsters. Yeah, in general, I play HEXEN from a place of anger. That's my default. That's my default mood. I can get along with Heretic all day, every day, but HEXEN... Fucking HEXEN! Sorry, I'm just trying to remember where Firestorm fits in. Zcree people say that HEXEN is more about the exploration and the combat, and you're sitting here trying to make sense why having a door texture blend into the wall is considered good, exploration-wise. See, For me, I don't mind the exploration. I don't mind the idea that I'm supposed to go, you know, A, B, C via D, E, F, G. What kills me is everything between. Because I feel like the combat encounters 9 times out of 10 are just attrition. Enjoy dealing with this relatively large number of really fucking irritating enemy types. I need a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Zikri. Just recalling how in Guardian of Steel has 4 switches. They move the thing in the middle that blocks the other switches that you need to use, but what tells you to use the switches? Nothing. Yeah! Yeah. But yeah, I feel like HEXEN is one of those, like, fundamental disagreements of perspective for me. When someone tells me how much they love HEXEN, I am instantly skeptical. I'm like, but what about this, that, and the other? All of these, like, common criticisms of HEXEN and reasons why I dislike it. And the most hilarious thing is that almost every time when faced with these, they go, yeah, they kind of suck. But why do you like it? Why do you like it then? There's another reason why I fucking hate these enemies! God damn, they suck! So they've got these iframes for when they're in and out of the fucking swamp? So if you're using a weapon like this, they just go, ooh, guess I'll fuck off! And not take any damage! It stinks! And not just because I'm in a swamp! And I swear, the first motherfucker that says skill issue. So right now, I'm torn between two things, even with the quality of life objectives here. I've got that skull type thing lurking somewhere on the map that's distracting me quite heavily. And then the X, which is telling me to go back through the portal. And I don't trust it. I just don't friggin' trust it. Why does the banishment device have to look so similar to the chaos device? Like in the middle of battle, I'm trying to fumble for an item in this inventory that makes my enemies go away. At least I didn't fucking die. You know, I'm probably gonna have a whale of a time playing G-Motor after this. I really am. Really am. I'm overdue a G visit to G-Motor. Zikri, good choice. I know, because it's fun. Combine Keegan updated it a while back. What Gmoto? I'm following his Patreon, so I get notified whenever he does like updates. It's just nice to see. Nice to see how many consistent updates. Are going on for how old the mod is at this point. It's really nice to see. It's really interesting because from a distance, when the fog is far enough away, they change color. They look green to me, and then when you get close, they go brown. Fascinating. I always misread them as like different enemy types. Instead of the standard type of just, you know, what they are. I'm hoping that was all of them. Really am. Fuck. That, whatever was on the opposite side of that door was just like the equivalent of information overload. So I'm looking at so many different things as soon as I get past that door, and it's just like boom, 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 and then, you know, Stalker in front of me. I know the swamp is supposed to be prolific with these enemy types, but good fucking god. We got the brown dragons, we got the centaurs, there's a lot. There's a lot of bullshit up here. This is normal difficulty as well. This I mean, it all this affirms to me, right? And I'm alright with the concept of you enjoying this, but I'm still gonna think of you all as sickos. You're like, yeah, hell yeah, brother, I'm a HEXEN enjoyer. I'm gonna look at you weird. I'm just gonna look at you weird. You can still enjoy it all you like, I'm just gonna look at you weird. Fucking stalkers! This place is infested! Nuke it from orbit! Just to be sure! Holy shit! How's everyone finding that new Alien series, by the way? I'm a little undecided on it right now. And that's because it's doing the classic trope of everything that's happening right now is because all of these characters are idiots. But at least there's justification for why some of the characters are idiots, unlike Prometheus, where they're supposed to be actually, you know, smart people who know what they're doing. Isn't Alien Earth a prequel of a prequel of a prequel? Alien Earth is set before Alien. But wait. Is it set before Alien, but after the Nostromo launches? So it's kind of like parallel. Basically, you're not supposed to think about it too much and just, you know, enjoy whatever it's doing. I found it enjoyable, but I'm still waiting for it to really, you know, hook me, you know? Things that I like... the xenomorph is a straight-up murder goblin, and that's my favorite kind of xenomorph. Just a straight-up fucking murder goblin that occasionally just likes to eviscerate a full-on room of someone, and then spend its time gearing up to stab you in the face with its tongue, just because it wants to. What platform is it on? It's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus. Hulu, apparently, if you're not doing Disney Plus, it's part of like the FX channel, I think, as well. I don't know. In the UK, it's on Disney Plus, which I find fucking hilarious. Right. Seriously, I hate this level so much. Absolute fucking nightmare of a level. Just, it seems like it'd be more suited to a fucking light gun game than HEXEN. You know, the kind of whack-a-mole nature of enemies constantly popping up and firing projectiles at you. I feel like I should be feeding in coins for extra credits rather than playing a fucking FPS. What the fuck? Lion, so it's not grabbed you completely either, Alien Earth, but you're loving the creature design. Ooh, yeah. So what they've done with Alien Earth is they've kind of gone, yeah, you all know about the friggin' xenomorph right now. We're not gonna, you know, retread ground too much. You know what the xenomorph does. And so what it has is a few extra little sprinklings of alien horror in there with alternative deep space horrors. There's... all I'm gonna say is the eyeball parasite is gonna live rent-free in my nightmares for a very long time. If you've watched those 2 episodes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it'll make you shudder thinking of it. Because you know where they're potentially going with that as well. Because that's just the start of the friggin' series. You think it needs a second alien? Fella, there's an entire cargo bay full of eggs. One character goes, "You stay here and watch this omelet." Which I found quite funny. Though, what I didn't find funny and more really fucking annoying is like the one human in a squad full of fucking synths. So the one human in the position to be a host for a facehugger, right? Unbeknownst to them, they've brought him into the worst possible place they possibly could. Into the storage room where they've got the fucking eggs. And I shit you not, The first thing he does when confronted with these eggs is stick his fucking... Imagine this is the top of the egg. The first thing he does is go... Stick his fucking face as close as he possibly can. And I refuse to believe in a universe that canonically, right, includes the Ice Age films because it's referenced on a screen, as well as Peter Pan. So this is really a universe where the alien movies are not supposed to exist, but every other horror movie ever made exists. That through cultural osmosis, no one who is, you know, human presenting has learned that you're not supposed to stick your face in an alien unknown horror because it's probably gonna fuck you in it. These things annoy me. When characters are willfully fucking stupid, it's just the kind of, just run sideways. The giant donut spaceship is running in a straight line. Run to the left or the right. Dear Ridley Scott, did you know this was as stupid as it looked when you filmed it? I mean, you've got a great eye for beautiful imagery, but when it comes to the content of that imagery, sometimes you're an absolute ding-dong. And Ridley Scott don't give a fuck. He's just like, I'm Ridley Scott, I'm ancient, and I'm gonna live forever and make films and sequels to films. And I don't give a fuck, because I just like making them. Fuck you. That's what he sounds like. It's exactly like that. I'm gonna make a sequel to Gladiator that no one really cares about. Right. You know what this game needs, Gillian? I know what it needs. It needs a 12-gauge shotgun. That's what this game needs. You know what I hate about the swamp on top of the enemy usage? It's how fucking samey it is. It's one of the most samey looking levels in the entire pack so far. I could not differentiate, honest to fucking God, the start of this level for wherever the arse end of this level I am right now. Really couldn't. It's just... it's uniform to me. It's just all murk. It's all swamp. It's swamp all the way down. And I get from a theming standpoint why that's useful, but from a visual standpoint, it's I want to leave. I want to be in any other fucking level right now, because this is the worst looking one by far. It's so fucking drab. It's shit fuck full of enemies. And it's a swamp. There's like no breathing room at all. Holy shit. Glycian Horn Key, I needed that one, don't ask me where.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Superman was really good, though. I really liked Superman. That was refreshing. I saw that a few weeks back. Damn refreshing film. Tonally. Narratively. It just felt fresh, man. It just felt fresh. you know, in the grand scope of like the superhero malaise, I really enjoyed Superman. It was so good. You loved Superman so much, Dan. It was kind of just, I just had a big fucking smile on my face. By the time I left the cinema, I was just like, you know what? This is just an absolute joy. Also, Lex Luthor just screaming over and over, 1A! 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 Just the Adrian, was it, what's his name? Nicholas Hoult? I nearly called him Adrian Holt. Nicholas Hoult, he was really freaking good as Lex. I wasn't quite sure about him at first, because so many other people have done Lex Luthor, but by the end of it, I was like fully sold. Fully sold. Galicia, the fight scenes were dumb? You mean awesome? You mean they were fucking awesome? You can probably come up with a few reasons why you think the fight scenes were dumb, and I'm gonna come up with reasons why I think they're accurate and hilarious. Like, if you bring up anything to do with the Green Lantern and Guy Gardner and how he uses his powers, that's the way. He's a fucking lunkhead. He's a well-meaning lunkhead who can't help but sound like an asshole and have an asshole haircut. And he's got a severe lack of imagination. So when it comes to manifesting things with the sheer power of the Green Lantern rings, of course he's gonna come up with a giant hammer, or a giant baseball bat, or a giant middle finger flipping off a tank. That's the way he is. Even among Green Lanterns, everyone else is just like, oh god, it's this guy. I don't know what I'm doing in this level no more. I'm just existing here. What? I picked up a key. I picked up a key. Can I just leave? Can I just leave? I would like to leave, but I'm being gang stalked by stalkers. It's my favorite Green Lantern bit is when they're fighting the kaiju and he just comes up with a giant eye-poking device. And as someone who was completely unaware of who the ever-loving fuck Mr. Terrific was supposed to be, by the time I finished with Superman, I was like, Mr. Terrific is fucking awesome. I would watch Mr. Terrific play with his balls all day long, man. Phrasing. This phrasing brought to you by Proton VPN. Partner of the Twitch channel. Partner of the YouTube channel. If you're in the market for a VPN that's actually good and actually respects your privacy and actually provides a massive host of benefits depending on, you know, whatever subscription you want to go for or not, there's a free tier. I heavily recommend it. The UK won't ban them because you know what'll happen if they ban them? People will still use VPNs and then not tell anyone that they're using VPNs because there's nothing they can do. Because fuck those guys. No, I nearly said the other one. Proton VPN. Mr. Terrific uses it. Do you want to be like Mr. Terrific? You want to be cool? Hey, if you're annoyed with the way things are going in the UK, believe me, if it goes here, they're gonna try and pull it elsewhere. So, you know, a VPN is a real good way to evade that kind of bullshit. Plus, it comes with malware block, anti-ad block, whole host of other stuff, support for multiple devices, fast speeds, shitloads. I mean, shitloads of servers, like absolute shitloads of servers. And if you want to access the content you want to access, you don't even have to be using Proton. I mean, I would heavily advise Proton for obvious reasons, but, you know, get yourself a VPN. It's going to make your life a lot easier. And then, you know, obviously, as part of this whole thing, I get paid. Because that's how it's supposed to work. I don't get paid up front, by the way. This is not a sponsorship. This is a partnership. Which means I have to get you to believe that I think this is a good idea. And if any of you have been around here long enough, you'll know that I don't do this willy-nilly. I am fundamentally kind of allergic to this kind of shenanigans, sponsorship stuff, unless I already know it's a good thing, and I do honestly believe it's a good thing. Oh my god, where am I? I'm trying to becalm myself. I really am. This level is driving me insane. I hate the swamp. I don't want to ever come back here ever again. There's a thing on the map. Right, this is the flip side of having a map with points of interest on it, right? If you put a point of interest or an objective marker on here, I'm going to assume it's something I can attain. And I'm still of that belief right now. I'm thinking, right, that's something I can shoot for while I'm in this map. But the routing to get there is so goddamn windy. Oh, there's these fuckers. And then... Yorick Skull? What the fuck does that even mean? Alas, dear Yorick, I barely knew him. And then there's the gears. You know what grinds my gears? Gear puzzles. There's so many fucking gears here. You can fit so many gears in that goddamn gear house, it's unbelievable. Fuck off! I've got places to be! I want out of this friggin' swamp! Never again. I don't want to go back to that swamp, but I know I have to. Turok 2 swamp level all over again. Mate, I would play Turok 2 5 times over. I would play Turok 2 5 times over than have to play through HEXEN. I really would, genuinely. I got no problem with any of the levels in Turok 2. And I hear people go, oh, Lair of the Blind Ones. I had... Get out of here! Would I play Blighttown over that swamp pot? So you're saying a completely different game from Turok 2. You're asking me to consider Dark Souls. Is Blighttown better? No. No, Blighttown is about as annoying, in my estimation. No one likes playing through Blighttown. The very first time I encountered Blighttown in Dark Souls, because this is like, walkthroughs, I attacked it from the wrong direction. I attacked Blighttown from the bottom up. You know what awaited me at the top of Blighttown? A locked fucking door. People. You are lucky I didn't swear off Dark Souls for the rest of my fucking life after that. After which sections of a Dark Soul game? Dark Souls. Dark Souls. Blight Town. If those words mean nothing to you, you haven't encountered it yet. Jetstream, as you finally descended Blight Town, you got invaded by a naked man with nothing but a bag all over his head and then promptly proceeded to get an entire Black Knight sword shoved up your ass. And then you got to the bottom of Blight Town, and then there was, what's-her-face? Man-Eater Mildred. Good times. Good times. It's amazing that it's a series, yeah? It's amazing that it's a series. The people enjoy. What friggin' weirdo enjoys a Souls-like, right? I can't conceive. What kind of depraved lunatic would actually enjoy a Souls-like? Oh wait, that's me. I'm describing myself. I'm the depraved lunatic. Slightly embarrassing. Slightly embarrassing. Pardon me. Same people that like HEXEN, depraved lunatics. Nah, different people. We're not the same. We're not the same. How dare you? Controversial opinion. Feel free to test this as a theory. But the same people who really like HEXEN are the same people who really like Dark Souls 2. I await your hate mail. Lava, you agree? Yep. This ties back to what I said earlier, right? You find someone who really likes HEXEN, and you tell them all of the things you don't like about HEXEN, and they'll sit there and they'll go, yeah, that's right, yeah, that's true, that's very true. This is why I can't trust another human being for as long as I live. We're just too weird. We're just too weird. We're too unpredictable. Our tastes, our preferences, the things that we enjoy, the reasons why we enjoy them. There's too much variance, there's too much variety. We're far too diverse. What we need to be is a hive mind like the Borg that only likes the things that I like. And then everything will be fine and good. Sarcasm, by the way. The item reliance is another bugbear. The item reliance, just to get yourself out of some sticky situations. I wouldn't mind the items if it was easier to get to any of the fucking items. It never is. Never is! My god, I am so glad I did not play this on the difficulty I originally started. What are my thoughts on fermentation? I enjoy it greatly. Case in point. Yes, stream. Nah, you mean it, you totalitarian dictator. Well, put it this way. I acknowledge my limitations. I'm not gonna be able to make everyone bow down before me. So all I can do is loosely reference how much the world would be better off under my singular embrace, and hope that, you know, people just go along with it for their own benefit. That's always worked well, right? That's always worked out fine. Demon Codex. I cannot use it here. HEXEN is a game that needed a different format. HEXEN was both ahead and behind its time. And I don't know how to adequately explain what I just said, but I know I feel it. Try the bookcases in this room. Wow. Thrilling. I love this gameplay so much. This is what I love spending my time doing. Walking around the library going oh, Tom Clancy. This is why I'm not allowed back at the local library. God, this area sucks. Friggin' crate maze. Jason Marcus, you think what turned you and a lot of other gamers off of HEXEN back in the day was how obtuse navigating the hub world was? Yep! They did add markers. But all that really means when you get down to brass tacks is that you're gonna spend a lot more time doing this. As opposed to playing the level. Which I've already always had a fundamental annoyance with. Just die! Right. I have attained a key. But, you know, one big, beautiful benefit I will give to Vestiges of Grandeur is that at no point has it said 1/16th of the puzzle has been solved. Not one. Green Dot, do I fuck with Silent Hill? Yeah. OG Trilogy 1, 2, and 3. Love them. Not played the remake. Would you recommend it? I've heard good things. There we go. Remake was pretty good, but there was a couple of things he was iffy on. Where am I being shot from? Across the map, obviously. Yeah, sure. But of course I am. Do I have any beer left? No, I do not. This is a tragedy for all involved. I just don't like HEXEN. Just don't like HEXEN. Everything about its design annoys me. Why make one level when you can revisit another level 5 times in a row? I get that it can be interesting. I get that it's a fun idea, but structurally, it sucks to me. It's just a pain in the ass. I thrive when a level is over and done with and I move on to the next level. Or, you know, I've gone through one great big area and then I've unlocked a shortcut back to another area and I can go, oh, that's pretty neat, and then carry on with my life. But this just keeps adding, like, extra little, oh, you forgot this elements. Oh, you forgot that, oh, there was this section. Oh, sorry, you gotta go back for the, oh, you gotta go over this way. There's this thing over here as well. So yeah, I think when it comes down to it, when I really get down to brass tacks, HEXEN is just not my idea of fun. It's as simple as that. The backtracking stuff sounds like Metroidvania. But how you explain it, it's not done well. Yeah, it's Metroidvania if it sucked. That's HEXEN. It's Metroidvania if Metroidvania sucked. And then this is another... I say, playing this, right, I've lasted a lot longer than I thought I would. I'm like nearly 3.5 hours into this, but I'm genuinely feeling the need to tap out. Because I'm reaching the point now, about 3.5 hours in, that I feel like I always get to whenever I try to play HEXEN. Which is, I don't feel like I'm making any genuine, meaningful progress whatsoever. I just feel like I'm ping-ponging into small sections of levels and having a bad time fighting enemies. And the inventory system sucks. It always has. Because there's just so much shit. There is so much shit. And some of it is just fucking useless. Like Disc of Repulsion. I don't think I've ever had a moment where I'm just like, you know what? A Disc of Repulsion would be a good tactical pull right now. But navigating to a Disc of Repulsion through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different items in my inventory is just probably just gonna be, it's gonna take longer than it takes me to just bash them in the fucking face. Bind keys to favorite items? No, I don't think I will. That requires effort that wasn't already considered in the original making of the game. I want to play the game as is. I don't want to have to customize my game to make it playable or, you know, enjoyable. I want the game to already be good. I want the game to already be enjoyable and have at least a minor level of intuitiveness. If I want the game to be fun, why am I playing HEXEN? You got me. You got me. You know, if you really want to have fun, you should check out my partner, ProtonVPN. You know those corners of the internet that they're trying to take away from you? ProtonVPN can help you. Enhanced privacy. Enhanced access. Good speeds. And, you know, more impressively, cheap. Proton VPN. It lets you access the good internet. Will Proton VPN make HEXEN a better game? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm not sure I can sell that. But currently there's a 56% discount, which apparently has been running since Black Friday last year. So, you know, this seems to be like one of those eternal discounts that they have. But if you want to get like 2 years of VPN, like 56% off, now's a good time to do it. You don't have to think too hard, and you can still, you know, download all the stuff you want to download and visit all the stuff you want to visit. Doubly important these days if you want to access stuff that, especially in the UK, stuff that has been unfairly flagged as, you know, harmful, even when it comes to things such as support for, you know, LGBTQ, suicide prevention, all that kind of stuff. It's such a slapdash thing that they've done lately, and honestly, they deserve all the shit they get. And this is why it's part of the entire point why I'm currently shilling a VPN in the first place. Because, you know, fuck the police. Anyway, Proton VPN. Link over there. Link down there. If you need, honestly, if you're in the market for a VPN, I heavily recommend it. I use it myself. It's pretty freaking good. And if you don't feel like spending money, there's a free version. Like I say, you don't even need to give up credit card details. There's a straight up free version. Oh shit! It's one of these guys. I'm not sure he counted on being relentlessly electrocuted to death. Neither did I, for that matter. You heard there's a plan to axe VPNs in a few countries. Fucking good luck to them. To that I say, fucking try it. All they're gonna do, if they try and axe VPNs, is drive more people to VPNs. And if the... Right, and this is a long shot. If they're even successful, they're gonna drive people to Tor. All you're gonna do is drive people who would normally just want to access innocuous shit in the first place even deeper underground. So over to add to what I already said, for more tech enthusiast crowd, Proton VPN is running fully spec compliant WireGuard servers, so you don't even need the client. And use all the standard WireGuard tooling. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but it sounds impressive. I will try and research it in my own time. But yeah, good fucking luck to them if you try and ban VPNs. There's gonna be a massive outcry on that front. I find the whole thing so friggin' hypocritical. But yeah, in this era where there's just more and more crackdowns on your general internet freedoms, the things that have long been taken for granted, it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get a VPN. I'm gonna go to wherever the fuck I want to go. I'm gonna download whatever the fuck I want to download. You're not my dad. But yeah, a lot of the like government regulation stuff is oh no, it's for your own benefit. We know what's best. Motherfuckers, you barely know how the internet fucking works. I grew up with the goddamn internet. I know more about it than you probably fucking do. And I don't know a lot. I'm an idiot. Dr. Barron, a bunch of MPs have VPNs on their spending statements. The NHS uses them. Tech security uses them. Researchers, investigators, journalists use them. To even suggest that they might ban VPNs is such a lunk-headed statement on their part that, yeah, it just magnifies the idea that they know absolutely nothing about what they're friggin' talking about. But, you know, it all comes down to that old statement, information wants to be free. They can try and censor it, they can try and hide it, they can try and make it more difficult to access all they like, but truth be told, if people want to find out what they want to find out, they will find a way. Yeah. Here's my fucking health. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bloody fuck. Either it was banning VPNs that advertise circumventing restriction chats. That's every VPN, man. Every VPN has that as a standard feature. There's no VPN that can say, oh, no. That's definitely not something that you can do. I mean, all I can be is honest, man. You know, if you don't want to have to deal with bullshit, innocuous ID checks that all they really do is harvest your personal data, and you don't want to have your personal data put in, let's face it, not very competent hands where it's easily reachable as a glorified honeypot for anyone who wants to harvest it, a VPN is a really good idea. You get around that, you don't have to sacrifice your personal data, you get to keep it private. It's a no-brainer. It really is. I mean, when you consider the amount of friggin' data breaches that constantly go on. If anything, it's the least you can do to protect yourself these days. Especially when it comes to the amount of friggin' bullshit phishing emails I get in my goddamn email inbox. It's part of the reason why I got the friggin' Proton email account, because I just needed to start fresh. Because my general Gmail account is so absolutely just stacked with just crap from all over. I get signed up to so many mailing lists that I never signed up to in the first place. It's just like, I've needed to move on. I've needed to start fresh. And then, yeah, that's the best way to start. VPNs are the condoms of internet use. They really are. That's a very good analogy. That's a very good analogy. Can I just turn him into a piggy? No. God damn it. Man, this guy's taking a long time to die. You know, another good thing with VPNs, I do genuinely get pissed off about region logs when it comes to, like, Netflix and Amazon content. It's like, why can't I watch it? Why can't I just watch the fucking thing? I already pay a subscription. I already pay a goddamn subscription. You know what's really friggin' hacked me off more than anything in recent times? The friggin' advertising. I already pay a subscription, and they flat out admitted that the subscription model doesn't friggin' work. So we're gonna put friggin' adverts over everything. What do I even fucking pay you for? If you're ad supported, what the fuck do I honestly pay you for? It's infuriating, it's maddening. Did I get him? Did he go pop? I heard a pop. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I've played all I need to play.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Has a new episode? I quit. That's how the new episode is. You literally just turned up at the point where I decided I'm done. I've decided I'm done. You know the funniest thing, right? So I was watching the no clip behind the scenes thing on the whole rationale behind the Heretic and Hexen remaster with Night Dive, and even in that, Danny O'Dwyer is struggling to come up with reasons why you should play it. Reasons why you should give it a try. Because even in that video, they admit that it's still an abrasive game to go and play. So, yeah, I'm calling it. Hexen or Silent Hill 4? I've never played Silent Hill 4, so I can't make a fair comparison. Abiotic factor round 2. I would rather have a nice lie down on the couch with my eyes closed. So, you know what? I'm calling it. For my own sanity, for the enjoyment of everyone in chat, I'm gonna give it a rest. Tony, did I play the new Heretic episode? That was last week. The archived version is available on my YouTube channel under the live tab. So if you want to watch it, it's fully available. I really enjoyed it. I fully completed it, and it was a lot less abrasive to play than Hexen. This, I got a lot further than I thought I would, because I've just got memories of getting so far through even like the first hub of Hexen and just finding my spirit waning. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, people. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope at the very least it's been vaguely entertaining. I hope you consider getting yourself a VPN. Why are my fingers not working? That way? How does this work? No! That way. That fucking how do cameras work? Anyway, maybe bingo next week, as long as I can get a Doom mod going. And until then, this has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Icarus out.